Hi, this is Notaspringchick, and when it comes to stretching your dollar, it also comes to your car because, well, we're going to start with car maintenance first of all, because car maintenance is one of the first keys in actually getting good fuel savings. Did you know that? You've heard it before, but I don't know if you really realize how important it is. In fact, I just came from the car dealership this morning because my car was at its 15,000 mile check-in. Yes, we drive, and you know what? It's one of the most important things to me because to have wheels around here, well, we don't have really good public transportation around SoCal. So it's really important. In fact, it was so packed that when I went to take my car in, there was no extra spots in the waiting room area there at the Kia dealership. So they've been really good to me. And what I was able to do is I was able to get an office, one of the vacant offices in the car sales area that they weren't using, so I was able to work on my laptop, yes, while I was waiting for my car. So, giving you some ideas. But when it comes to car maintenance, because you're always sitting there looking at your book, you're going, okay, we have, when I said your book, your budget, do you keep a budget first of all? You're looking at your budget and you're going, this is how much money we have, and every so often, now plan your car maintenance because you have an idea when it needs to be maintained and how much it needs to be maintained.
That little thing in the corner up your window is very important, isn't it?
Oh yeah, you know that sticker that tells you, reminds you to get an oil change? So this will give you an idea of how much you can save. If you keep your car properly tuned, you can save get an extra 4% in fuel savings. Now that may not sound a lot, but it all adds up. For example, if you check and you replace your air filters, you can get up to a 10% better fuel economy. 10%, that can add up, especially with the gas being what it is.
Isn't that 14% so far?
14%, that's right. Keeping your tires properly inflated, you can save up to 3%.
That's 17%.
That's right. And if you use the recommended motor oil, you can get an extra 1 to 2%.
That's 18 to 19%.
Now that's only maintaining your car. That has nothing to do with how you drive.
That's big bucks over a car. Okay, over, let's say,
over a year span.
That's a
an
lot.
Awful lot.
Right.
Now here's the other part. Is, for example, if you have a faulty oxygen sensor, you get it replaced. It can improve your gas mileage as much as 40%.
Yeah.
Wow.
And for those people that don't know what an oxygen sensor is, it's a ridiculous little thing that every automobile has that goes out at the worst possible time.
Ooh, and these, of course, can be found from fueleconomy.gov. Yes, it's one of those government websites where they sit there and do all those studies. But it's really important to maintain your car. Now, besides maintaining the car, how can you save money? One is you can do it yourself.
Pep Boys has, like for $9.99, they have a self-oil change kit for your automobile.
You have a self-oil change?
Yeah, they give you the filter and the and all the oil you need at the moment. That's the sale that's currently going on.
Oh,
blatant plug.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, but and it's not difficult to change the oil yourself. All you have to do is to raise the car up with the jack that you have. You know, reach underneath the car and with probably it's a metric wrench, undo the oil plug and let all the oil drain down. And when the oil drains down, you sit there and unscrew the oil filter, put the oil filter in the same container you put the oil, screw the new filter back in, put your plug back in, and add your oil. And remember to recycle the oil that you've drained out.
Yes, remember it's hazardous waste, so dispose of it properly.
That's right, but it's a simple thing, same as
your air. Can you really save that much money by doing that one yourself?
Let's see, I don't know, you could save probably 50% of an oil change by doing it yourself.
Well, I also guess it depends on your car, or if you're able to get some bargains. Because if you look in the coupon ads, for example, like Jiffy Lube and
but read the newspapers, folks.
And your local advertisements, because if you can get an oil change for $19.95,
then you don't change it yourself, because
they'll do that periodically.
They'll probably lube your car at the same time. And lubing the car is something that if you don't know what you're doing, really don't do it, because you have to go get the piece of equipment you need for lubing, and you have to find the tube of grease that you need, and they don't.
That sounds like an awful lot.
It's an awful lot of work.
Well, especially if you can get it done for like $19.95.
That's right.
Just let them go and get it. It takes 1 hour probably. Or
Yep.
sometimes your car dealership will offer promotions too. Now here's the thing is, when you are getting your car serviced, do not be afraid to ask about if they offer discounts, if they'll accept coupons. Some places, like even mine, I save the coupons. I know they're expired. I know that they are, but I ask him anyway. I said, I said, do you guys honor these? And he says, well, they're expired. He said, but he said they've issued some other ones, but we'll give you the discount anyway.
Yeah.
So if you ask, you never know.
But then, how do you tell everybody how you handle your coupons?
Not as well as I should.
No, but you store them how?
I actually have a coupon book that I have in the car, and in it I put the different coupons for places, well, for things that I think that I'll need. Now this is usually grocery store items. I have some receipts, Best Buy discounts, 2 for 1 for places. So anyway,
That's important.
It keeps it nice and handy, and it's just in the car. I don't have to carry it in my purse all the time.
But you actually have to look at them every now and then, no?
Yeah, you do have to clean it out too, because after they've expired, you need to kind of get rid of those, because the supermarkets, well, I don't think they go past their expiration date.
Yeah, I know.
As do some.
Right. But another thing about servicing your car is keeping it washed, because they're designed to be aerodynamically sound cars.
Oh, you know what? I never thought about that.
That's why
That's
the Kia dealership washes your car.
That's true. It's really nice to wash my car, so.
That will help save money.
Ah. Now, if you're deciding whether to take care of your car or have somebody else do it, for simple things like oil changes, well, that's up to you. But if you want to do something a little more complicated, well, I guess it depends on you, because there's some books that are really good, like there's car Bibles that talk to you about maintenance. There's other things, well, I would probably say you want to get a book specifically for the model of the car that you
Right.
have. It always gives you some important information you might have overlooked that's a little bit different than a regular standard car of such and such. So that one's probably a really good.
Right. And don't bother with a hybrid, period.
Oh, nor an electric car. Got
Right.
that hybrid electric car? Do not try and do anything on it yourself.
Because there's on a lot of the hybrids and electric cars, there is a warning about touching things.
And this is not like the warning label you get where it says, do not remove this label from your mattress.
That's right.
This one you have to really pay attention to, because, well, you're working with these huge batteries in your life because you're driving the car. So on those, pay attention. So, okay, so you have an idea of where to get information. The internet's a great resource. Also, do you have space to work on your car? And then the other part is, should you go to a service place or should you go to a dealership?
Or you can go to a gas station.
Oh, that's true.
Gas stations are offered deals too with service bays.
Yeah, because sometimes they offer these little booklets that you buy so much, and it looks like, why should I do that? Because I won't be getting gas. But basically, what they do is bring you in, and they actually do have some really good promotions. But first of all, it's kind of like, how old is your car? If it's under warranty and has to be maintained by the dealership,
Yep.
then you
Do it.
kind of have to go to the dealership. If it's not, and you have the option of either an independent mechanic or your gas station, then you can choose something.
Or yourself.
Or yourself.
Don't service it yourself if it's under a warranty.
Oh yeah.
It violates the warranty.
You don't want to violate your warranty. Now, here's the thing is, if you're going to a car dealership, all of them are not made equal. Some of them you will receive better dealerships, better service.
Better service.
But the other part too is, I know with my last car, I had a Mercedes and I went to a Kia. Can you believe that? A lot of it has to do with, I love the turning radius of my car. But when you go, say when you go to the dealership, you never would think this, but did you know that different service advisors may have a higher dollar rate per car that they end up getting in services? Did you realize that? I know, I found that out later because one of the people that worked at the car dealership had told me, he said, the gentleman, actually, he says he manages to get it higher, a higher amount per car. He says everybody likes him, they understand what he's saying.
It's reputation.
It's reputation. And they want to feel safe in their car, so they spend the extra money. So for now, this is Notaspringchick. Stay tuned for the second part.